that shit.
Always got to start the stream with that. And I will get, got to make people laugh. All right, everybody, welcome to Fish Talk. There's going to be a few other people coming up here tonight. I will get to that here in a second. A few of you already know, so I'm going to go ahead and go with the hellos. B. Wood, thank you for showing up. Bruiser CB, Maria Z was in the chat. Peplin Creek, Dennis, Bionic Bigfoot, Jimmy P, Skull Aquatics. Eduardo is in the chat. We got Lefty. Nice seeing you, buddy. Uncle Smiley. Rico Stan. Cosman. Fish Rumor. Poro Works is here. Thank you. Jenny Lynn. She's working. We got Richard. How are you? Dee Dee's Fenden's here. Kenny E's here. Thank you. Merrick, nice seeing you. Let's see. Am I almost there? I think I am. There's your nemesis, Eduardo. Hello, Henry.
Hello, Henry.
Yeah. We got Lori, Monster Fish Gal. Alishon, Tom, thank you for being here. Andy Carson, thank you. Bob Kaler, Select Pet. Wow, they just keep rolling in. We got Fathom Aquatics. Tommy, how are you? I think I'm there. I am there. Okay. It ain't going to be talking about fish in a way. It's going to be talking about a very. Oh, it's going to be hard. We lost a very good person yesterday. Y'all know her as Patty Petite Tanks. She passed away. She was with her family when this all happened. She had some complications with cancer. Some of us knew for a while, but out of her best wishes, we just kept it quiet because that's what she wanted. But that's what happened. She passed away last night. She was awesome.
Yes, she was.
Mm-hmm.
If she moved, there's nothing she wouldn't do for you. She moved heaven and earth. And she told it like it was, which I respect. I'm gonna miss her.
She was a sister. I tell you what, she could put me in my place.
She certainly did. And you deserved it.
Boy, is she ever. But everybody keep their family in your thoughts and stuff. It just sucks. We lost a very awesome person.
She did so much for so many behind the scenes that nobody ever knew about.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely did.
For everybody. Everybody.
A lot of y'all got to meet her at the last three clashes. Swaps. She come down from New York to the CCY swap. The ACLC swap she's been to a couple of times, but she's been to the last three Keystone clashes. I'm going to tell you what, that woman took very good care of her fish. And there was an issue. She was calling people trying to figure it out because what she cared. She really cared a lot about everybody. Jake, thank you, brother, for being here. And thank you, Foxy and Peplin, for being here.
Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Oh, it sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
I did send a link to her sister in case she wanted to listen in. So if anybody has anything they'd like to share, type it in chat or say it.
I miss my little home girl.
It's just really hard.
Yeah.
100%, Rico, I agree. He said Patty was difficult, she was cantankerous, judgmental, opinionated, and she did so much to help people behind the scenes. The real Patty was a good friend, and I loved her. Absolutely.
Since April 11th, she had notified a few of us about what was going on. But as she is a very personal person, she also made us promise, swear, or we would probably get beat up by her at any given time if we even said one word about what she was going through. And her last words to me, and I'm reading it right from her post and her text. She goes, "Yeah, it blows hard, and not in a good way," laughing out loud. "But I'm keeping positive. I want to get well. I want a Patty rebirth, a renaissance, Pat 2.0. And unfortunately, the cancer took over, and she went peacefully. And her sister Anne and her daughter were with her, and her family were with her at her last moments last night. But throughout the years, when I spoke to Patty, and Patty was, like Rico said, extremely opinionated and in a right way. And even though we may have not seen eye to eye because she was so shorter than me. Anyway, but it was her eyes that actually mesmerized every single one of us. Mm-hmm. She had the most stunning eyes and the most chipper attitude. And if she had to say, oh, can we say fuck you as a quote? But if she had to say fuck you, she would. But she never meant it as, that was the end. Because 5 minutes later, she goes and texts you again. Oh, by the way, did you do this? And you're doing that. I'm getting a guppy. What should I do with this? So it was always about the hobby, the bullshit, and the real shit. And Patty has and was and always will be remembered in my life as someone that shared the positivity, the reality, and now the life-changing moments of our lives. No, this was not expected. In her own words, she thought she was going to beat it. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way. And it has been a serious journey for all of us, especially those that she contacted and told us to keep us quiet or keep it quiet. It wasn't easy. I barely slept last night, and it was sort of kind of like that's what it was. She said goodbye on a very good point on Memorial Weekend. So we will remember Patty for as long as we also share our life with each other. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Eduardo.
Silver Creek Wildlife says, "Don't you fucking cry. She'd slap you for it." And you're right.
She would. She definitely would.
No, she was soft with me. I was grateful for that.
Dee Dee says,
I couldn't think of Patty bleeding.
Sorry, Roxanne. Dee Dee said, I always envisioned Patty and me sitting somewhere cracking in a fun way.
Yep.
About everyone who came around. Lots and lots of laughs with Patty in the chat. 100% Dee Dee. I can
And
see
in
that
real
too.
life. And in
Yeah.
real life.
Coro 1000%. Coro
Yep.
says Patty never gave a rat's ass what anyone thought, and she was great for that. Absolutely. She called it like she saw it. That was it. No nonsense.
No holds
nonsense,
barred.
and that's refreshing. I'm sorry, but it is. It's just refreshing.
Yes. But Maria Z, you and Patty both, and Jennifer Weaver embraced my sister at the Clash 2 years ago.
Oh.
And that was a tough.
My sister is wonderful, and I love Patty and Jennifer.
And you made her welcome. And what my sister said was, I can't believe these perfect strangers made me feel like I've known them for years.
Oh, I love your sister. I've spoken to her a couple of times since.
Yep.
Hell, I sent her my fish.
Yeah, exactly. I just spoke to her before when Skip and I talked briefly today.
Wait. Alishan says, remember the Vinny Patty
Oh,
stream?
God.
We were just talking about that yesterday.
Yes, we were.
Oh, my God.
God. And the Terry fights and all that else.
All I'm going to say is if nobody knows, then you have to go to Vinny's channel and search it out.
Yep.
There was a memorable moment.
Let's just say I may have showed up.
Yep. but
We got to go to the Clash last
essential
year.
Pat.
Yeah, Foxy and Peppermint, have anything you want to say?
Absolutely.
We got to go to the Clash.
Can see her up there looking down, thinking, "What is this shit?" Exactly. That's why there was.
That was cool from her. That's a nonsense. I'm gonna stream all over your face, like Patty said.
Remember that?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
such a cracker.
As I remember, Roxy, when you made her again a moderator on the stream, and she was on the stream busting, cracking jokes, and then sending me texts. Oh my God, I'm a nod again. What do I have to do now? I don't remember jack shit. And I'm cracking up. And
Well, I monitored her so she could hit a little better. It did work.
Oh my God. And she was always busting on moderators. Why aren't you posting any? Started saying, I don't know what to do. But she would crack jokes on the moderators, not posting anything when they were moderating. I'm like, oh, Jesus. You know, she had the whip and then ice cream on the other side. Not ice cream and whipped cream, but just the whip and ice cream on the other side. That's all she had. Smack and here's some sweetness.
Watching that, Molly.
Yes, we're very grateful we got to go to the Clash this past year. We got to meet her in person. She gave me a headband and a pair of corn socks just because she thought of me and she knew I was going to be there. She was just so sweet. And she sniffed me when she sniffed me.
She sniffed everybody. She was a sniffer. Is that how you say it in Maria? Is that how you say it in New York? She was a sniffer.
Wait, what? What are you saying about me?
Patty was a sniffer. She would hug you and sniff you.
Yeah.
She was a sniffer.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Yeah, for me with Patty, I had a number of opportunities in the last couple of years when we did our local, all the folks that lived in this area would get together, go to fish stores or some of the swaps like you talked about, Skip, right? And, you know, it was those little moments. You know, we'd all be together in a group and then all of a sudden you'd find yourself, you know, looking at the same vendor or in an aisle in a fish store or whatever. And it was those little just like unplanned conversations, right? That you know, really gave you the insight into who she was, right? And that there was the brash and kind of sassy side, but there was that really kind and tender person. And then, usually when you saw that, it would flip in an instant, and she'd be making a joke about, you know, a piece of wood or something like that, right? And
Sour Patch Patty.
yeah,
She
yeah.
was.
And that to me is the stuff that will always stand out. Is just, you know, I feel really lucky that I had the opportunity to sort of have some of those experiences with her and to really see sort of all of those things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what she did for Roxanne was that little sentimental thing that she gave her. She's, ugh. She's always done that. Every time we meet her at a swap or even at the Clash last year, she had a goodie bag for me. It was crazy.
Mhm.
You never knew what she's getting, but it didn't matter because it came from her. You know,
Exactly.
it came from her heart. You know.
We will, Lori. I promise.
We shall.
Yeah, Lefty. The first Clash was hot. Second Clash was just freaking cold, and then the next one was in between. Yeah, I remember her and Lefty were always outside talking about stuff, and he made a comment about them two talking about hot guys at the Clash. Oh man!
Yeah, if you want to get a photo of Patty, you can be outside.
Remember her last stream, or the last stream I remember seeing Patty on?
Absolutely, Jason.
She had the huge legs and the crotch right above her behind them, and she was
Oh yeah, that was
that was hilarious.
Yes.
so
Was
that's
that New Year's Eve?
There.
Ground
That's
photo
Patty
there.
right there.
Yeah, that was a New Year's Eve stream, right?
that was
Someone's got to clip that. Someone's got to clip that.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, she Patty had that her little car hatchback, I believe, and it was literally a New York bar. So
Yeah.
that was her. The backseat of her car, or the back of the car, was a New York bar. It had every liquor you can think of. And then I still remember Maria Z. She wasn't the. I think it was. She was the goody two shoe girl with the snacks.
Yeah.
Patty was the liquor girl, the server.
No, I think you have it reversed. I had all the liquor in my car. She had all the snacks.
Well, she was running the car. I don't know whose car it was, but I know it was you two. All I remember is my sister saying, is that an open bar? I was like, you're driving. You can't be drinking. I was like,
Mexican
oh, you
family,
spill
yes,
it for
I'm
me.
sorry. Yeah, she got sick, and it was really fast. But yes. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
It started in her gallbladder,
Yes.
and then it spread to her kidneys, and then
the liver.
2 weeks. Yeah, the liver, and it went very, very fast.
That's that laugh of her.
Susie Q, she loved you so much.
Yeah.
Did. Yeah, it was her laugh was just it was addicting.
Mm-hmm.
The smile from ear to ear.
But the whisper. Wait,
Stop.
what?
Looking down over her glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was all the time.
And you know, the
Sorry,
thing is
for
that
everybody I missed.
because this was a fish hobby, I was telling Jason earlier that the number one memory I have of her was she fell in love with a goldfish plushie. And I went to KG Tropicals and spoke to Lisa if she had the goldfish. And she goes, yes, I have one left. I said, please send it to Patty. And I got Patty's address and and I didn't need Patty's address. Lisa had Patty's address. Oh, I got her. And she sent her the plushie as a surprise. And then what she did is she used that big goldfish plushie and she stuffed it and created the fish in a bowl.
Packable.
Packable
Yeah.
competition. And I was telling Jason, I want to see that picture. I don't have it because he has it, I believe. Says that's the number one memory for me for Patty. She put it in with such pride, and she actually made an unboxing, which made me cry and laugh at the same time. when she unboxed the goldfish, and she said something about, "Oh, you didn't double bag the goldfish." That's all I mean, from the times we had so many conversations on the phone for the wee hours, the only things I remember are just all the positive and the I'm not gonna bother with that anymore, I'm moving forward attitude, and her New York attitude, and just always moving forward and always thinking positive. And I think that was the biggest plus. That's what I'm going to miss most about anything. If I'm going to miss anything about Patty, it's that. And of course, I have to say nice things, because she might be just that cruel and just come and ghost me here in Florida.
She's gonna want you anyway. But
You never know.
Paula Guppy says Patty was an amazing person. She was a dear friend. We have been robbed of a great human being. I agree.
I agree, Renee. I agree.
Q said she was so sweet, for real. She fed me. I was so hungry without food or money. And
For
like
sure.
Pat said, we need some sort of memory page or something with the dedication to everyone the Fish fam has lost. We lose too many good people. That way people that come after will still get to know them. That's a wonderful idea. Nathan, you're almost right. He said, oh my God, Eduardo was on panel and nobody getting a chance to talk. And we lost Skipper.
No, he
Yeah.
just got disconnected. I told you, Todd is the one controlling everything, Maria.
Of
He
course.
stays
Eduardo,
there nice and quiet.
I
But
promise
he's
I didn't hit a button.
Okay. It was called ejection. Yeah. Sure.
But today we were at a swap. We went to a reptile expo. We were a vendor. And during the swap, this lady texted me to let us know. And I was in the bathroom when she texted me. And I was walking out of the bathroom right after that. And a little girl with special needs ran up to me. I didn't know her, and she gave me a huge hug, and she would not let me go. Her dad had to pull her off me. And it just makes me think that was Patty giving me one more hug.
Sorry.
Out of the blue, if there was one person we all knew Patty, if you knew her well, she had a special place for certain things. And I knew she would have picked her to send over to give me a hug.
We don't kill our fish. We have a 75 gallon.
Nathan, Patty
put all
passed
the
away
calls.
last night.
Go ahead, Peplin.
Fence spines, whatever. And we've
Okay.
always called it our patty tank because she loved all.
You're 100%
Trying
right.
to sending those fish to her someday.
Dee Dee said, LOL, Patty will haunt Eduardo and he will probably scream like a little girl. I love you, Dee Dee. Actually, I love all you people. And if this didn't teach me anything else, it taught me to make sure I tell you. I do love all of you.
We're gonna greatly miss her. I know she was rough, but the world
Loved
needs some
her for it, though.
sandpaper too.
You know,
Mhm.
rough
And it was
maybe, but honest. She was honest.
yeah.
There's not enough of that. I mean, you may a little rough around the edges, maybe, but she didn't pull any punches. You always knew where you stood.
The queen's in her, It comes with
So
the
that was, it's basically don't ask me if you don't want to know.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I appreciate the shit out of that. I'm
Yep.
sorry for cursing on your channel, Skip.
I think the other thing, though, is it always came from such a good place,
Yes, it did.
right?
Yes, it did. Todd. Yes,
Yeah,
it did.
she could be cantankerous and abrasive and those kinds of things when she felt it was merited. But you knew if you had spent any kind of time with her that it was coming from that kind of a good place. And
Oh yeah.
Nobody had your back like Patty had your back.
no,
Yep, exactly. She had the good, the bad, and the ugly. Whatever she had to say, she would say it. She wasn't trying to hurt anyone's feelings.
Me too.
You know she was gonna cut you with her tongue or the blade in her mouth.
There's a beer bottle in the car. But the thing is that sorry, Patty had that.
Patty passed away last night. I'm sorry
Yeah.
to just blurt it like that, but after an entire weekend of finding out how bad it was, and then this, I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we lost Patty.
100%, Renee. 100%.
It's true.
Paula Guppies is 100% correct. Patty helped so many, without wanting any acknowledgement, and that's absolutely right. Nobody knows how much she did.
Yeah, she won the recognition for nothing.
Correct.
Yeah.
She was a behind the scenes human being that the philanthropist of Fish Fam without having to be acknowledged of anything.
Mhm.
Why? Because she didn't care for the acknowledgement. She just cared that the good stuff was being put out there. She spoke
Somebody needed
so
help.
much.
You need to know where.
Yes, selfless, and everything she ever said about another human being. If she had an argument, when we talked, she said, "Oh, I had this, I didn't like that." But you know what? Well, it is what it is. Fuck it. Oh, sorry. Can I say fuck it again? I
It's
forgot.
not.
I'm quoting. So,
You're
she
fine.
would say, and at the same time, she would say, and I know this is going to be hard to hear, but she loved, adored many of you, and she would say things about you that were very flattering. And I'm not talking about sexy or something like that, but genuine, sincere, honest, struggling, going forward, moving forward, doing the best they can, giving good advice, showing that this hobby is not something simple. It is a responsibility, like someone just quoted in the chat. And she always said, "I love him," or "I love her." I'm no longer talking to so-and-so because can we say Dick? I don't know. But, not a Richard, but a Dick. But 2 minutes later, we would be in chat and she would be like, "Good morning," or "Good evening," or "Good whatever, so-and-so." And I would text her and said, "Didn't you just call him a dick?" And she's like, "I forgot about it. I got it off my chest." And that's the New York she was. She got it off her chest and it's over. So no matter if you feel that she stopped talking to you, she stopped talking to a lot of us because of her life conditions.
Okay, Eduardo, in honor
Yes.
of Patty, stop talking a minute. Nathan Povey said, "One thing I knew about Patty is she knew how to take a joke, and she definitely could dish them left and right."
Oh, yes, she did.
Absolutely.
Yes, she
And
did.
Paula Guppy said, "Patty helped." Oh, I read that. So many people. Okay. And I'm only going to read a little bit of this. Jimmy P. Dismas P. Whatever.
These
No
nuts.
ball washing from Patty. That's why I liked her.
Yeah.
There you go, Craig. She was one of the first people.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know whenever I was in trouble, I can tell you that. Oh boy. She set me straight quite a few times, and I thanked her a lot for that. Whenever I was going through my depression with the PTSD back in 2021, she helped ground me.
She loved you, Skippy.
Yes, she did. It's okay to be choked up, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's just, and now she's gone.
You know, she wanted everybody's, for lack of a better term at this point right now, broken babies.
Yes, she did.
Any fish that had a health issue, please don't
She
call
wanted
it,
it.
don't do anything, give it to me. And she would give it a home. Actually, any critter.
This statement is so true because I was there for it. The first time Rico brought guppies for the class for the
I just read it. Go ahead, Skip.
she did say that. She goes, "F those kids, these are mine."
Well, yes, she did.
So she picked out the one she wanted,
Yep.
and then the rest went to the kids. And I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Rico, this past class, she brought guppies too, and she wanted everybody to wait until she got what she wanted.
Fish Rumor wrote, I lurk in a lot of chats. Sometimes
Yes, she was.
I must be sitting here laughing at some of the things Patty was saying. I'm going to miss her at the fish events. Me too, Fish Rumor.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, it's crazy. She had a couple tanks and they were bettas. And then she started slowly getting more.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always had first dibs on everything we brought her. Oh my.
I think the other things that kind of stand out for me are at some of those swaps, right? Again, it'd be, just Patty and I standing there, and she'd be looking at something and trying to think of if she wanted to buy either a fish or, some sort of piece of equipment or some food, right? And she would go through this, what would probably usually be like an internal sort of monologue around the decision process, but it's kind of like you're standing there. So she kind of brought me into that. And she'd look at me and she'd be like, well, look at this, like, this particular type of food, and it's got that ingredient. That sounds really good. Like who wouldn't buy something like that, right? And so she wanted to just sort of talk that stuff through. And again, it kind of goes back to those little moments where, you would kind of get a little bit of a closer glimpse into who Patty really was and how she thought. And it's just that she felt like she wanted to include you in that sort of thought process. And I thought that was just really charming about her.
Yeah.
Oh, there was another famous thing about her at each class, and Lefty should remember this because he was with us. I think he was there whenever. She goes, I got to go to my car and get my receptacles. And they were containers to put fish in. Is one of them. But they were her receptacles, is what she called them.
Yeah.
Which I can't say. You gotta say it in her accent, and it makes it really funny. But just every time it's like, I asked her. I asked her at the last class. I said, Patty. I said, you better brought your receptacles. She goes, damn well I brought my receptacles. Oh. Curl Kitty said, Patty taught me about fake snails for my puffers to save the ram's horn snails. She had such a big heart for all animals. Loved her so much in chat. That's true. Vinay, Patty and I could yell and curse at each other. We would get it out and then go right back to having the great friendship. And the one thing that she said, Vinay, you douche. I thought that was my name for a while.
And then right back like if nothing happened. It was like water under the bridge, and it was like, it was the New Yorker of her. You know, it's like get it over with, move forward, and who gives a shit? Move it. Let's go. End's over. Like have it out, clear it out, and just move forward.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, you're right. The classic Patty was in the late night live stream we used to have quite a few years back. Oh man. Rika said, singing with her, Susie and Whip, while Dr. Ted played guitar is one of his fondest memories. That's pretty cool.
Tumor, that is.
Remember? Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yep.
And I do recall Lisa saying about it on one of the streams.
It's such a Patty thing.
Yeah.
They came from the Toxic Avenger swamp. I'll take them home. Goodness.
We had a whole collection waiting for her.
Yeah, literally a 75-gallon waiting on her. Of all our little fishies that are fine, but you know they're special, and they were patties. So they'll say patties here. Our little tailless dudes, our little weird guys that got bent or stuck somewhere or broken somehow. That's our patty pink. She would have
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the guppies with the bent spine. She goes, don't you feed that to a fish. Oh,
We don't
man.
see puppies with bent spines, but we've had 3 Bosemani born without tails. They're fine. Their butts just do this, but they move around just fine, so they're in
Yeah,
the
there's no tail at all.
But yeah, no tail. They were born with no tail.
Oh, that's interesting.
Cute.
Yeah, they are cute.
She would have loved them.
Yeah, she would have.
There's like one funny part purple Harlequin in there. Oh yeah. Oh goodness. You're such a good person.
Guys, I'm sorry. I have to excuse myself. I have to go. I just want to say Patty was my friend and I'm going to miss her and I loved her. And just be kind to each other. Please. All right. Love you all.
Thank you,
Thank
Maria.
you, Maria.
Love you all. Take
We'll
care.
talk soon. We'll
Love
talk
you.
soon. Too.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
And it was mentioned in chat earlier about how we lost some very, very nice, very awesome people in the past few years. And somebody had mentioned, and I'm sure people probably seen it, about a remembrance page somehow. But it's not a bad idea. Probably on the Discord server, somebody will probably set that up. I do not have no knowledge of how to do that. Yeah, I'm not good at that stuff.
Hi, Jess. Good to see you.
Yes.
I mean, today was more of an informational stream, I believe, to just notify all of Patty's friends and her family of fishies that she's no longer with us in this realm. And I think we should create something that is memorable, and we can put a page up or something, even in our own community pages of photos with Patty. I mean, I have several when she's with Lisa at the class, and I've seen so many of the ones that even the picture I believe that you guys took this past class where everybody was there, and I believe she was in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to hold a memorial for Anne is going to hold a memorial for Patty. Her sister's going to hold a memorial. Is something we can make up together and send it to her so she can know that this was someone that was very much loved and adored and respected. And, for whatever we feel towards her, and send to the family of Patty that we were also her family and we miss her dearly as well. A lot more than some of us might confess. But
If we get information on where it's going to be and stuff, if you want to get with one of us, and we'll get it to you. Because I could tell you, her sister was very overwhelmed with, not very overwhelmed, but very happy of the amount of love that everybody had for her, the friends that she had. She really loved that. So if we get when we get the information, whenever it's going to be, probably send something up that way, or however it's going to be. I don't know where it's going to be or anything yet. So
Anne texted me and said that once she has it set, she's going to let us know. So once one of us have it, we can just put it up there and just make sure that we can do whatever we can.
Freaking Richard. She did do that quite a bit too.
Oh yeah.
But I'm going to close this down early. I'm going to thank everybody for coming to the stream tonight. Lurkers, everybody that's there, everybody came up on panel. Maria, TJ, Eduardo, Peplin, and Foxy for being here. I sent links out to other people, but I know it's hard. It's really hard for me to do it, but I wanted to do it to honor Patty because I felt it needed to be done.
Yep.
Because there's been people asking about her, and it was really hard not to say. And now that unfortunately she's not here with us, I wanted everybody to know, get some stuff off their chest, say some good things, and just always remember Patty. She will be here with us, lurking in the shadows in the chat.
And if I may make a request in honor of Patty, go out there and do something kind for someone random and never say anything about it. Pay it forward.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
TJ, you got anything to say?
No, I just think this was a good way for us to spend a little time and share some stories, and appreciate being able to be part of it. And, I think she's looking down on all of us right now, and hopefully cracking jokes about all of us.
Glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah. That or she's giving me the finger right now for doing it, but either way, she
and
knew.
Middle toe fingers too.
Probably all of those things, Skip. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Curl Kitty. You're welcome. It was something that was needed to be done. I wanted to do it for her. One way to pay it forward for the stuff that she's done for me. Eduardo?
I was just reading chat, and if we have to, and if we want to, we'll get together sometime and create. If we want to send something for the family from the Fish Fam, Roxy and Peplin, you've done this before. You can create something and then we can fund it. Whatever, doesn't matter. If someone wants to send anything for the family. Patty isn't one to take anything, so I'm not saying for Patty, but if the family needs anything, they have not asked for anything. But if you want to, that's up to you. Like Roxy just said, do it on your own, and just take every day like it could be our last day, because we never know what tomorrow will bring. And this is, I'm only 29. Roxy, you're older than I am. So you have to make sure. And, and what Pat would say, Skipper,
I get you
fuck
for that.
you douche. I'll go on that.
Peplin and
Love her.
Fox, you
Love
got
her.
anything else to say?
Thank you for doing this for us. Thank you for letting us know. Thank you for giving us a space.
I missed the hell out of it.
Yeah. You're very welcome. And thanks everybody for being here. Pretty much what Foxy said, pay it forward. And Rico made a good comment earlier about, oh man, I had it in my mind. I was going to start and I forgot. I got to find it now. It was a good one.
Yeah, nobody else
Try to
died.
paraphrase.
More dying. Nobody.
Tell your
Your
friends
friends
how much
tomorrow.
it means to you, because seriously, there isn't always a tomorrow. Try to live your life without regrets. If you're fighting with one of your friends, make up, because you will regret it. I'm telling you. So, everybody have a good night. See y'all next time.
Love you all.
Love you all.